Hello again and welcome to another edition of Suds and Country. Hi, I'm Herb Sudson. Welcome to the show, my friends. Elizabeth, how you doing?
Fine, Herb. Thanks for having me again.
Glad to have you on board this time around. We're here in Allentown, Pennsylvania, at Cedar Beach Park. And Cedar Beach Park is probably part of the 165-mile Delaware and Lehigh National Heritage Corridor. And along that corridor, they have 150 mules placed, and we're standing beside one. Elizabeth, tell us more about this mule that we're standing beside.
Well, this mule was done by Rosemary Gasek, and it's here at Cedar Beach Park, and this was sponsored by the Mayfair Festival. The mules are important because they're a distinctive link from our heritage, from our past to our present, and the mules were very important in helping out with the coal from the mines.
Exactly.
They pulled the mine carts and also towed the canal boats.
Exactly right. They did a lot of work in the old days.
Yeah, they did.
And they're honoring the mules, and we're going to honor them on this edition of Suds and Country. Well, Elizabeth, we're still in Cedar Beach Park in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and we're looking at another mule. Actually, I'm glad that you're at this end of the mule. The last mule, I was worried about if you got kicked or not.
No, these mules aren't going anywhere. These are made out of fiberglass, and they're anchored to 600 pounds of pure concrete. And this mule right here is sponsored by Muhlenberg College, which is actually right behind us.
And we have a very informational mule.
Yes, we do. This mule is full of trivia.
Yes.
This mule is called the Info Mule Miss Molly, and it's done by Patricia's son, and it's sponsored by the Lehigh Concrete Company.
Right, exactly.
And I guess that explains the gray color. But if you take a look at it, this thing is full of trivia about the mules and the history of the mules.
And the history of the canals.
Yeah.
And the history of basically what the exhibit was all about, why the mules were put into work back in the 1800s. It's all here for you to read. Tell us about the mule that you're leaning on.
This mule is sponsored by the Baum School of Art by Rosemary Gasek and some of her Baum School students. And this is called the Mule of Masters. And you can find this right on the front of the Baum School of Art. And while you're in Allentown, if you want to check out the Allentown Art Museum, it's just right across the street.
And we have the first sit-down mule, sitting down on the job. And this mule is so different, I can see you in the mule.
I'm looking good, aren't I?
You're darn right you're looking good.
Now, this mule is called Mule-Tide Reflections, and it's totally covered in little mirror pieces. The artist, I want to read this so I don't mess up his name, is Hafa Bint Kadi. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Just curiosity, how many hours do you think it takes to decorate any one of these mules? You're an artist. Just curiosity.
A lot.
A lot of hours.
A lot.
There you go. A lot of time went into each mule, I'll tell you that.
It's called mulage,
Yes,
and it's done by a bunch of children and their parents and their teachers. And if you come out here and look on the blanket and on the little bonnet, there's some pictures of the children doing it.
And in fact, their names are on the mule too. If you look, here's Jessica and there's Janelle and
Natasha.
You know, so
Yeah.
Elizabeth, what's this mule all about?
This is Mr. Muletini. And if you come and take a look at Mr. Muletini, he's got martini glasses and olives all over him, and looks like he's pretty much dressed to impress.
He's got a monocle.
Yes,
Check
he
it out
does.
on the other
Top
side.
hat.
He's dressed to impress. That's a good way to put it.
The artist is Annie Elizabeth Schlegel. She did a good
great
job.
Great job. Great job. Tell us about this one.
Well, this one's done by Tara Sujak, and it's called Deep Rooted, and it's sponsored by Wegmans, the grocery store.
It looks a little fruity.
I was thinking the same thing too, a little fruity.
Well, Elizabeth, what is this? What's it made out of? Tile?
Looks like a mosaic.
Mosaic, there's the word.
It's called Catasauqua.
Catasauqua.
And it's made by the children from Schreckler Elementary School.
Okay.
It looks
looks like it took a lot of hours to do this.
Yeah, it looks like it was a lot of fun to create this one.
We're at the Moravian Museum exhibit here. It's done by the Moravian College Art Club. It's been decorated. They did a great job decorating it.
Yeah, it has Moravian stars all over it, and each star looks like it takes on its own artist interpretation of a famous artist.
It really looks good. It takes time to do all this. My God, you know. Well, Elizabeth, we're by Mr. Peeps, or Peeps what?
It's the Peeps of Many Colors.
There you go.
I think it's kind of a takeoff of Wizard of Oz, the Horse of Many Colors.
Okay, did a great job.
Yeah, it's from the Lehigh High School art students.
They did a great job. I wonder how many art students did that. I wonder who comes up with the ideas for all these colors, for these horses, for these mules, rather, you know. Just imagine, you know, the concept that goes through somebody's head to make all this.
Yeah, I mean, to think of putting straws in it.
I know, that's
Clever.
right. And what would have, a unicorn on top or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh?
Either that or a party hat.
Party hat. That's party favorites. This is incredible. Somebody had to be very thirsty.
Either that or someone had to give up their beer cap collection.
It's amazing how they put so many. I wouldn't even want to guess how many beer caps are in this thing. This in the tail or the mane or the.
No, this is called Mr. Capshaw.
Great.
And a
Great idea.
Gentleman named Mr. Imagination did it.
He sure did have one.
Yeah, I'll tell you. It's pretty cool.
Beautiful piece of work. What's behind us?
This is Puddles, and Puddles was designed and painted by Katie Beeler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did a great job.
Yeah, it's pretty colorful. Probably one of the brightest ones we've seen.
I was just going to say, you didn't have your sunglasses on.
Yeah.
You know, it's very brightly colored. You know?
Yeah.
Did a good job with it.
Yeah, this last mule today is called Mona Mule. But if you ask me, looks like she's been framed.
Framed, exactly. Did a good job framing her.
Yeah, the Donegal Elementary School put this thing together.
Very clever idea, very clever idea. The website is www.milesandmules.com. Check it out. We'll see you next time in Southern Country. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thanks for having me again, Herb.